using agricultural machinery communally in a machine pool. In the REL Agrar GbR video series, we gave you detailed information about the vehicle fleet and the 3 farms involved. In this instalment, we'll examine the maize harvest and straw pelleting, among other things, and take a look at the new butcher's shop. We're back in the Odenwald, south of Frankfurt am Main, for the maize harvest. Even though REL Agrar GbR's fleet of vehicles is well equipped, the forage harvester is an external addition. The contractor Lautz is on site with a Class Jaguar 960. The carting vehicles, on the other hand, are provided by REL Agrar. In this instance, chopping is being carried out for the Aschwiesenhof farm. The silage maize is used as energy-rich fodder for fattening bulls. The maize yields from the 2024 harvest are proving highly satisfactory. In retrospect, the late sowing at the end of May proved favourable for the development of the young plants. The mild and relatively wet summer also contributed to the success of the cultivation. Thanks to the relatively small structures and the sometimes long transport distances, the team needs just under 2 days to bring in the harvest. The large mulcher from Seppi M is the next in line. The mulcher from the S9 Multiply series is 8 meters wide and is primarily used in agricultural applications. However, the flail mower can also be used to cultivate field edges or fallow land. In this case, the maize stubble is shredded. These serve as an overwintering site for the corn borer pest or its caterpillars, which is why this work is an effective method of control. The mulchers are suspended on a pendulum and can therefore adapt to the terrain. The machine is very easy to pull, and as in this case can also be driven well with the 163 horsepower Fendt 516 variant. In addition to the cultivation of maize and grain on around 200 hectares, bulls and pigs are also fattened on the Aschwiesenhof farm. Another part of the business, which has existed since 1985 and has become increasingly important, is the farm's own butchery. With high-quality products from his own production, Dennis's father has succeeded in establishing the Dieters Wurstladen brand in the region. As a trained master butcher, Dennis will lead the family business into the future and has invested heavily in it. Around 6 million euros have been put into the building and the modern facilities. In 2024, the butcher's shop started production on an area of 1,000 square meters. This thermoforming packaging machine alone cost 125,000 euros. Various meat and sausage products are now produced here 6 days a week under the company's own brand. 45 employees work in the butchery, the office and logistics. Around 60% of the processed pork and beef comes from the company's own farm, and the rest is sourced from farms in the surrounding area. Quality from the region. Dennis is certain that he's on the right track with his concept. In addition to his own sales outlets and major customers such as supermarkets from the Edeka Group, he also supplies several farm shops in the region. His latest project is the opening of a shop featuring a variety of regional products and including a post office in his home village. Our autumn visit also takes us to the Emig family's farm, 40 kilometers north of Heidelberg in mid-October. Winter wheat sowing is underway, and Marco is on the road with the 3-meter-wide Pöttinger seed drill. This is used across all 3 REL Agrar farms for sowing grain. In total, this amounts to around 150 hectares per year. The advantage of the mounted seed drill is that it's much more manoeuvrable in the smaller areas compared with a trailed drill. The accuracy of the mounted technology also plays a role in practice, especially due to the many slopes and drifting. The packer in the front is used for seedbed preparation and takes some of the load off the front axle compared to a front weight, which reduces deep ruts. We're now jumping forward 4 months to February 2025, but stay with Emig Agrar for now. As already explained in part 2 of the REL Agrar GbR video series, hay and straw sales are a major pillar of the business. Marco's father is regularly on the road with his lorry to deliver bales of straw and hay, and in return to collect manure, which is then used in the farm's own biogas plant. The Emig family has also been providing high-quality straw structure pellets for 4 years, which are produced in cooperation with the Steyr contracting company. This is carried out using a Krone Premos 5000. In this case, the pellet press is operated stationary. The square bales are pushed to the bale breaker via a feed table, and the twine is removed on the way there and is automatically cut and wound up by the smart mechanism. Christian Steyr monitors the process from the Zirion cabin. It is important that the bale breaker is filled properly. Until now, the manufacturer Krone has only offered this specialised machine as a loaned concept. The straw is now pressed through 2 counter-rotating mat rollers. This creates high pressures and temperatures of up to 100 degrees. Fine parts are sieved out, and the pellets are then transported into the bunker via a conveyor belt. Approximately 10 large square bales can be processed into 3.5 tons of pellets per hour. Emig Agrar sells the material for bedding mainly to horse farms. Heating the pellets makes them germ-free, which deprives bacteria of a breeding ground. 1 kilogram of bedding absorbs around 4 litres of water, which means significantly less material is used compared to loose straw. The manure can then be fermented better in the Emig Agrar biogas plant, and hardly any floating layers are created. Before filming takes us back to the Odenwald, we make a stop on the A5 motorway near Bensheim in southern Hesse. This is where the second Valtra tractor from Lautz Agrar is at work. Julian's task is to cut a path through the bushes along the motorway. A fence is to be erected here over several kilometres to prevent the spread of African swine fever by wild boars. The 2.6 metre wide mulcher from Seppi M's Star Forced series is ideal for this work. The robust machine shreds branches and undergrowth. Even stumps present no problem for the Star Force. The machine has been in operation for several years and is also used in forestry work, for example to create skid trails and new plantations. A Starzeuil front-end harrow can also be used for road construction. The Valtra T-Series was ordered at the same time as the forestry equipment, including a specially protected forestry cab and reversing device. Slurry is spread on the Emig family's dairy farm in mid-February. Driving on the sometimes very steep meadows near the farm requires a great deal of experience. Just like the 728 Vario, the 15 cubic metre tank is part of the machine pool. In May 2025, REL Agrar GbR's vehicle fleet will undergo a thorough rotation. In a long-planned new acquisition, the Fendt tractors with around 1,500 operating hours will be replaced with new tractors. These include a 314 Vario, 4 of the 728 model and 5 of the new 620 Vario. Anyone interested in the used tractors is welcome to contact REL Agrar. Over the course of a year, we visited Emig Agrar, Aschwiesenhof and Lautz Agrar again and again. We got to know 3 very differently organised farms with different fields of activity, which have managed to work together successfully on the fleet. We will of course be reporting from the Odenwald again soon, and we'll keep you up to date with the latest news about REL Agrar GbR. Please let us know in the comments how you liked this video series, and we're looking forward to your likes and subscriptions to our channel.